Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brian Nettles, the creator of BookOfMormonHeartland.com. Today I want to go over an interesting word that's found in the Book of Mormon. It's Rameumptum. Now, before I go over the word, I just need to point out something about the historical part of the Book of Mormon regarding its ties to the Egyptian language. In 1 Nephi chapter 1, verse 2, Nephi tells us that he makes a record in the language of his father, which consists of the learning of the Jews and the language of the Egyptians. So Nephi is telling us that he wrote the small plates of Nephi in Egyptian. Mosiah 1:4, for were not possible that our father Lehi could have remembered all these things to have taught them to his children, except it were for the help of these plates. For he, having been taught in the language of the Egyptians, therefore he could read these engravings, and he's referring to the brass plates. You don't hear about Reformed Egyptian until you get to the end of the Book of Mormon, where Mormon talks about it, and Moroni also talks about it, but that's at the end of the Book of Mormon, where they have actually changed the Egyptian language and they're writing in something that is their own creation. But at the beginning or here in the middle of the Book of Mormon, when you're in the Book of Alma, they're trying to use actual Egyptian. The word Rameumptum ties to the people of Antionum. And if you remember the story, the people of Antionum were the protectors of the anti-Nephi Lehis. They were in a strategic location that was very important to the Nephites to protect those Lamanites who had converted to the gospel of Jesus Christ. They were their protection. But the people of Antionum had rebelled against the people of Nephi. They had rebelled against the gospel of Jesus Christ. Now, of course, Jesus Christ had not yet come to the earth, but they were still worshiping Jesus as though he had already come. However, the people of Antionum were rebelling against this teaching. They did not believe it. And they had constructed platforms in their synagogues to teach their new religion. And in this new religion, they would stand on this Rameumptum once a week, which they called the Holy Stand, and they would cry unto God. And it says in verse 27, O God, they cry unto thee, and yet their hearts are swallowed up in their pride. Behold, O God, they cry unto thee with their mouths, while they are puffed up even to greatness with the vain things of the world. Now, is there a Hebrew connection to the word Rameumptum? I'm not aware of a Hebrew connection. If there is, then somebody please tell me. But there is definitely an Egyptian connection. I'm going to show that to you. Here I have snippets from the Chicago Demotic Dictionary, and I also have a snippet from a Coptic dictionary by W.E. Crum. Both of these dictionaries are considered the standards in the Egyptian language for Demotic and Coptic. In Demotic, we see RMY, cry, lamentation, just like it talks about in verse 27, where they did cry unto God, yet they were puffed up. Here in Coptic, you can see this is Rome, which means weep. So there's a match between these two. The Demotic and the Coptic both match to tell us that Rome or Remi means to cry. But we're looking for holy stand. Now, honestly, this right here probably means holy or sacred, but I have not been able to find a match in the Egyptian language for this. If somebody else finds it, please let me know. But tum, here's where I get a perfect match because we're looking for holy stand. We've got to cry, but we've got tum, and tum is right here in the Chicago Demotic Dictionary, and it is defined as a footstool. That's a direct hit. We're looking for holy stand, we find cry or lamentation, and we find footstool. So that pretty much covers it for the word Rameumptum. I hope that you learned something today. I hope that you found this presentation interesting. If you did, please click the like button. Please subscribe to this channel. And if you'd be willing, please go into bookofmormonheartland.com and sign up for my emails. Have a great day. Bye-bye.